Good evening, or good afternoon.
Well, you obviously your cleats up there, just speak.
Oh, yeah, so I thought somebody had a question. But yeah, so this right here is for the TSL Foundation, um, Tyler Scott Lancaster Foundation, based out of Cleveland, Canton, Ohio. Basically just talking about diabetes and raising awareness towards diabetes and the fight against it. Not just awareness, but also prevention towards diabetes and the diabetic cause. The biggest question is, are you at risk? Within communities, this disease is really overtaking a lot of individuals. Unfortunately, individuals close to myself, to my family, have been affected by this disease. So that's the main reason why I partnered with TSL. I've been with them about 3 years, and just on and off field relations, going to schools, talking to different individuals, talking to like staff and students about diabetes and about efforts to combat it, and just making sure you're taking care of yourself, making sure you're making decisions like food-wise, drink-wise, like what you're drinking, what you're eating, how are you, hydrating, how are you really watching, certain things that lead towards it. So that's kind of how I got involved, and that's really what I'm here about. That's my cause. My cleats is diabetes awareness and prevention.
There's a lot of diabetes charities out there. Is there a particular connection to the Lancaster charity for you?
Yeah, so actually the founder or the head of it, the head is Mr. George Lancaster, they're brothers, and Eric Lancaster, and unfortunately he lost his son due to diabetes. And his son actually played football at Tuskegee University, and unfortunately he was out on the field after practice, and a lot of the trainers and individuals thought that he was just not sleep, but thought he was just resting, and kind of find out he had passed away from diabetes. And it's just one of the things where it's kind of stigmatized, to where it's like, oh, you have to look a certain way, or you have to be out of shape, or you have to really eat terrible to develop a disease. But that's just, it's not true. It doesn't have no discretion. It doesn't have no discard for individuals, no matter what your background is. So that's kind of the home hitter behind that. The fact that he played football, he was healthy, and that it just raised a lot of questions. Why isn't this disease tested as like a standard, for like physical exams and things like that? So, yeah.
You mentioned your personal connections to us. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So unfortunately, a lot of my close family members have been been hit by the disease. My mother, a couple years ago, she was kind of having hot flashes, urinating and stuff like that, and didn't really know what was going on. She got tested, and she was pre-diabetic. And then my brother, and also my uncle as well. So it's just a lot of individuals within the last 5 years. Actually, since I really partnered with the foundation, it's just been a lot of, more talk about this disease within my own family, and it's something that I'm here to stand for. So.
In terms of the pass rush, talked to Coach Walsh earlier this week, and he said that maybe he hasn't done as good a job letting you guys pin your ears back just because of that all-mobile quarterback you played early in the season. That's still probably in the back of his mind. When you got a passer like Kirk Cousins, that you don't have to be as concerned about him breaking out of the pocket and running for it. I guess how much do you look forward to that matchup, knowing that maybe you can pin the ears back a little bit more?
Yeah, no, it's exciting. It's definitely exciting, and that's no knock to Kirk Cousins. That's just the fact. That's just the fact of the matter. When you have someone that's not as mobile, you have the discretion to rush a little higher or to come in a little earlier, because you trust in yourself, trust in your own speed, you trust in the guys that's wrapping you, that's on the interior, to have your back. And I'm looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to just getting off the ball and just going.
You had that 4-sack streak early in the season, obviously not one since, and your position coach said, you're still winning a lot of your individual matchups. So how frustrating is that to know you're doing your job and not getting home for the production that you're trying to get? Yeah,
no, it's very frustrating. You put a lot into it, throughout the week. Every single day you put a lot into it. And it's not for no individual cause. It's just that's the main way that I can help this team. That's the main way I can help my team, help my defense, is getting to the quarterback. And there's no knock against that. It's just that's the main way that I can make an impact on the game. That's a game-changing play. Sack, interception, forced fumble, all them those are just game-changing plays. So it's not just frustrating for myself individually, from my stat production-wise, but it's also frustrating because it just take that one ball out, that one strip sack, or that one sack in general to turn the tide of the game to make it to where, we win, late in the fourth quarter. So I think that's really the most, heartbreaking part is I'm not getting there for the team. So just like Coach said, I mean, I'm going there every single week, going into practice, trying to win my one-on-one pass rush, trying to get better every single week. And I think the focus around here has really just been finish, finish whatever play it is, whether that's tackling, whether that's, getting to the quarterback, beating your man, but just almost being there, just finish. And nobody wants to come here on Monday saying almost. We tired of almost. It's time to just get home. So.